Stalemate is when it is one side's turn, but they have no legal moves to play. Your king has only two options. Which will you choose? My plan is to approach with my king and then deliver checkmate on the next turn. It's your turn. Your king is not in check, but you have no legal moves. This is a special kind of draw known as stalemate. Let's look at another common example next. In this example, my queen has your king trapped, limiting your choices to a single move, king to the square f1. A winning strategy for me would be to march my king over towards yours, so that he could help my queen deliver mate. Let's see what happens if I move my queen instead. My queen tightens the screws around your king, squeezing him towards the corner. You have only one legal move, king to the square g1. I need to bring my king over to help win the game. However, the temptation to squeeze your king further into the corner is too strong. Tightening the screws further still, I decide to force your king into the corner. Moving him to the square h1 is your only legal option. My king's help is essential to make a checkmate, but before I bring him closer, I'm tempted to take away your last possible escape route with my queen. Stalemate. A tragic mistake for me, but a stroke of good luck for you. With more careful play, I could have won this game. Let's look at another common example next. When the king is in front of a lone enemy pawn, there is often a stalemate possible. Move your king to the square h1. This is easiest when the pawn is on the edge of the board. Simply hiding in the corner can prevent the pawn from promoting. If I were to push my pawn, it would be stalemate. Next, let's look at some examples of what to do if you're trying to avoid stalemate. In this example, you have an extra queen and should checkmate me easily. First, let's look at what you should not do. Move your king to the square b6. That's a stalemate. Look out for stalemate when the queen is a knight's move away from the king in the corner. Let's see how to avoid this next. Instead of moving your king, move your queen to the square d7, keeping my king trapped but giving him a legal move to make. I was hoping for a stalemate there, but your queen move gave my king a legal move, so it isn't a stalemate. Move your king to the square b6 and protect the squares necessary to make a checkmate on the next turn. My only move is to escape to the corner. Can you spot a checkmate here? Checkmate. Nice job avoiding stalemate. Okay, ready to solve some practice puzzles with what you've learned about stalemate? In this position, there is a checkmate in two moves. See if you can spot it. That's the right idea, Marco. My king still has one square where he can move to, so it is not a stalemate. Do you see a checkmate here? Well played. Always be careful not to stalemate your opponent's king when he is trapped against the edge of the board. Our next example is a fun one. In this practice problem, my pawn is close to promotion. Can you stop it? This move allows my king to advance and protect my pawn's path to promotion. You need to prevent this by taking the opposition. In this practice problem, my pawn is close to promotion. Can you stop it? You may have the opposition, but I still have my pawn. That's check. Your turn. I was hoping you would get out of my pawn's way so that I could promote. Well, now if I move away, you will capture my pawn, and if I keep protecting my pawn... It's stalemate. Nice job defending this endgame. Your pawn is close to promotion, but pinned by my queen to your king. It's your turn to move. Any ideas for how to salvage a draw? This move would eventually lead to a draw if you find all of the right ideas, but see if you can spot an immediate stalemate instead. Your pawn is close to promotion, but pinned by my queen to your king. It's your turn to move. Any ideas for how to salvage a draw? Giving me your pawn? Okay, I'll take it. Stalemate. Nice job getting the draw in this position. In the next challenge, you'll have to avoid stalemate while looking for a checkmate in 2 moves. Ready? Your king and queen have my king trapped against the edge of the board. Can you find the sequence of moves that leads to a checkmate in only 2 moves? What a clever move. Well, I don't have many options. Your move. Checkmate. Nice work not stalemating me in this challenge. In the next challenge, you'll need to find a stalemate to hold a draw. Let's see if you're up to the task. I have an extra pawn in this position, and if I can safely escort it to promotion, I will have a queen. Can you thwart my simple plan? Blocking my king from advancing, are you? Well, I can still advance my pawn. Check. Where will your king run to now? If I move my king away from the defense of my pawn, you will be able to capture it. But if I move my king to the square e3, it's stalemate. Well played. I have 2 more challenges for you in this lesson, and I think you'll find this next one amusing. In this challenge, I have a bishop and a pawn that is only 1 square away from promotion. It looks hopeless for you, doesn't it? Hiding in front of my pawn. Oh dear, you found a stalemate refuge. You're a tenacious defender. In this final challenge, you have a queen and a knight against my lone king. Can you find a checkmate in only 2 moves? It should be simple. No? That's stalemate. This game ending in a draw like this would be a tragedy for you. Let's take this move back and look for a checkmate in 2 instead. In this final challenge, you have a queen and a knight against my lone king. Can you find a checkmate in only 2 moves? It should be simple. No? That is check, but it won't lead to a checkmate in 2. Look for a discovered check instead. In this final challenge, you have a queen and a knight against my lone king. Can you find a checkmate in only 2 moves? It should be simple. No? A discovered check. Let's see where this goes. Your move. Checkmate. Well done, Marker. Excellent effort completing this lesson. Remember that even when all hope seems lost, you can still play on for a tricky draw using the patterns and ideas from this lesson. Onwards.